Hi guys and welcome. If you clicked on this reading, then we are going to go through all the zodiac signs to see what July has in store for you. I don't know why. I just kind of felt like going with a sort of simpler, more cutesy setup. And to go with that, we're actually going to do a simpler reading. I'm going to draw one tarot card for each your love and relationships, career and finances, and knowledge and spirituality. And then I'm also going to draw two oracle cards for each one, and we're going to go from there. I don't usually do them that simply, but that's what I feel like doing. So that is what we are going to be doing. As usual, go ahead and watch your sun, moon, and rising. In my personal opinion, rising is probably going to give you the most accurate information. And then after that, your moon, and then your sun. Okay. And the reason that is because of the fact that your rising sign occurs within like a 2-hour window, roughly. Your moon sign occurs within like a 2 to 3 day window, and then your sun sign occurs within a 30-day window. So the one that is more condensed, that's usually much more specific to you. Also, typically, because your rising sign starts off your chart. Okay. But that's getting into like really, I mean, it's not hardcore astrology. It kind of is like basic astrology, but like that's just getting more into astrology, and that's not particularly what this is for. This is for tarot. I don't know why I decided to go on that rant. Maybe you need to look deeper into astrology this month, but let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, go ahead and click over to your sun, moon, and rising. As you see fit, take the things that resonate, leave behind what does not resonate. There are hundreds and thousands of people that watch these videos. So, and also I do offer personal readings if that's something you're interested in. If not, go ahead and keep coming on over and watching the free readings. I definitely, I indulge in free readings myself all the time. So, yeah. So thank you, and we'll go ahead and get started with Aries then. Hello Aries, and welcome to your reading. So when I shuffled the cards, of course, even though I was intending on one from each deck per pile, that is not what we ended up with. So you have two Goddess Dream Oracle cards over here with love and relationships, and you have two Moon Oracle cards over here with health and spirituality. So that'll be definitely interesting. I thought it was kind of appropriate that you did get two cards for your from the Moon Oracle deck for health and spirituality, just because this is the deck I kind of use for self-love information. So let's go ahead and flip them over and see what you have coming to you. Also, I am going to be mentioning songs that just kind of like come to mind or that catch my eye. I'm no longer playing the music in the background just because I keep getting copyrighted on that. No need to listen for anything in the background anymore. So let's go ahead and get started with you. So for love and relationships, we have Six of Swords with movement. We have I am ready, thank you. And then we have dreaming, be aware of your dreams, and that is card number 11. This is also card number 13, if that matters to you. And then we have acceptance, the cycle of life, which 11 reduces to 2. So, yeah, for love and relationships, I see you going towards something or someone. I'm For some reason, when I looked at your Six of Swords card, I thought of the idea of a vacation. I don't know if you are planning on doing any traveling or going on vacation, or maybe even just going to an event or something out of the norm for you that would feel like a vacation to you. And this is where you might meet somebody. With dreaming, this could be someone that you've been receiving messages in your dreams about this person. I'm not getting that this is overtly romantic, to be honest with you, at all. I'm getting that this is a connection that's going to be important, but I'm not getting a strong romantic sense from it. Two, with I see this rabbit that's kind of like leaping over the cauldron, and then the way she looks like she's flying. I feel like you are definitely like, it's going to be your movement that creates this connection. You are going towards this person indirectly, but it's going to be you going towards them. Acceptance, the cycle of life. I feel like, I also feel like the reason that like this, I'm getting the idea of a vacation, or this feels like a vacation to you, or something kind of out of the norm for you. I feel like you've been very hermited lately. I don't remember if that was in your reading last month, but if you have been very hermited lately, or if you've just been very in your comfort zone, or just wanting to be in your home and not really be around people, like you're going to be going out more. You're going to be spreading your wings more, and this is going to lead to you meeting new people. What else? I'm also just kind of looking like at how there's like a tree in the background here, and she has all these trees around her right here. This is definitely going to be like, I just literally heard branching out. Like, you're going to be branching out, or this person's going to add something significant to your life, whether it be a collaborative connection, or just a friend who shows you a lot of support, and I just lost the word that was on my tongue. But yeah, you're ready to step out of your hermit mode. You are ready to stop being in your house all the time. I mean, summer did just come. And yeah, you're going to be going out more. You're going to be networking with people. And we love that for you, Aries. You are, I don't know, I feel like as a cardinal sign, like you're definitely the leader of the pack kind of energy. But I feel like because you are a leader of the pack kind of energy, you do tend to be alone more. Yeah, you tend to be alone more, just because you want to do things your way very badly, but honestly, you do blossom with the support of other people. So that's for love and relationships. Let's go ahead and get a look at your career and finances. Maybe that'll play together with the other one. Okay, so it's still in view at least. Okay, so we have Five of Pentacles. We have Conscious Eating Nourishes Me. That is card number 29, which once again reduces to 2. And then we have Bravery, another number 5 here. Explore your inner wild places. This also shows Artemis on the card. This shows Artemis on the card. I think this is Bridget, I'm pretty sure. And then this is just, I don't think this is any particular crone. I think this is simply like the archetype of the crone, essentially. So you definitely have like all like maiden mother crone energy out here. So for career and finances, I feel like whatever you have been doing is no longer working. And that might be difficult for you right now. I feel like, because with conscious eating nourishes me, I'm looking at that and I'm looking at bravery. And I'm thinking about how, like, you needing to add some variety to the way that you go about making money. You need to do something differently than what you have been doing. What you have been doing was tried and true for a while, but that's no longer the case anymore. You need to explore a little bit. You need to take inner guidance regardless of what the outside world says about whether or not something will work. Take more inner guidance, put some variety into how you're going about making money. Fruitful, that word just kind of came to mind. I don't know if you want to like write that on a board and circle it and just stare at it every day for a month. Because we have the 29 right here that reduces to 2, and then we had some 2s over here. Yeah, I do feel like this person, whoever this person is, they're going to help you over here. They might bring an idea to you that you had never tried before. They might be able to network you with other people. But you definitely need to you need to bring something new into it. You need to bring something new into the way you go about making money. Okay? I feel like that's a pretty cut and dry message there. Also, just, this keeps nagging at me when I look at this card. If you've been afraid to splurge on food that you know is better for you, you need to just kind of do it. Allow yourself to eat well this month. Okay, and then let's see if I can fit everything. Okay. And then for health and spirituality, we have the 10 of Wands with burdens. We have a spicy card that I need to cover up. Oh my. Okay. Card number 15, I forgive and let go with loving ease. We have card number 37, there is medicine in my shadow. And then we have exploration, card number 29, number 29 coming up again, which reduces to 2 once again. Where do I put you? Just put you right there. Pick you up more when I need to. So yeah, so self-exploration, I feel like this is just going together really, really well. You need to be doing some shadow work. And allow yourself to forgive yourself for something. Maybe, because you are Aries, you do like to do things your way. You like your independence. Maybe you are finding yourself being very difficult on yourself and very hard on yourself about the fact that maybe you're not making money the way that you want to be making it, and you're just being hard on yourself. There's literally no need to be hard on yourself. We don't learn through harsh criticism that's just you, like your inner child cowering at someone yelling at you in your head. That was something that was said in one of the workshops, my poetry workshops. Not quite the way he said it, but you get the idea. You do not learn through harsh criticism. You are not going to make it better by being hard on yourself about the fact that you haven't been making money the way that you used to. If that is what you are having a hard time forgiving yourself for, or really anything that you have a hard time forgiving yourself for, there is no point in being hard on yourself, so you need to forgive yourself. And then shadow work. There's messing in my shadow. I'm looking at like the sort of like smoky purpley colors here and the browns. Brown is like, we wear brown when we want to feel safe and secure. So maybe you need to be doing some shadow work on your root chakra. Maybe you don't feel safe and secure, and that's why this is freaking you out so much. Okay? And then self-exploration is actually, once again, that is about reconnecting with that inner child and getting to know, like, this, remembering the stories that your inner child loved, remembering the songs that they loved, the activities that they loved, reconnecting with all of that, and really reconnecting with your inner child in those very hands-on ways, like literally sitting down and rewatching your favorite Disney movie. I don't care if you're 56 years old and you loved, I don't know, Sword in the Stone. Sit down and rewatch it. There might be something there that you had learned as a child or that inspired you as a child that you need to remember as an adult. If you loved coloring, go get some crayons. It's a great and cheap way to relax. When we relax, our mind lets go, and then we can allow things to come in. We can allow ideas to flow in. Yeah, I'm just getting this really strong feeling from like, you're trying so hard to figure out the problem that you're not letting go, and it's creating all this tension. And it's almost like the tension is creating a wall in your mind where the ideas are wanting to come in, but you're just so focused in on trying to figure it out that you're actually not allowing it to come to you. Like, I'm getting the image of like someone who, like a professor with like their huge board and like just all these complicated formulas on their board, and they've been up for 3 days and their hair is a mess and they're muttering to themselves and they're just scribbling like crazy, and someone, like one of their assistants or whatever, comes in and they're like, "Sir, madam," and like they have pertinent information. They have something that would be helpful to you. But the professor is just like, "Hold on a second, I'm almost there. I'm almost there." And the assistant's like, "But sir, ma'am, I know this thing. If you just give me a second." They're like, No, you need to give me a second. I'm almost there, but I know the thing." You need to let go of your strangleholds. Let yourself do something fun and mildly mindless, so that inner child can come in and be like, "Hey, remember the thing? Hey, I have this cool thing you didn't think of." Children are like super wise in ways that we are not, and it's because they don't have that huge grip on reality. So allow yourself to be social more, allow yourself to play a little bit more. I feel like this is all like super intertwined. But yeah, I do see you getting the answer to something you were having a hard time figuring out, but you need to let go. You need to allow yourself to play, and you need to get out of your little hobbit hole and meet people. There's someone out there that can assist you. All right. That is all I have for you, Aries. Thank you for coming to your reading. Go ahead and click on over to the other signs as you need. And I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading. So I attempted to just have 3 cards for each pile, but you have like 5 cards for love and relationships. I don't know what you're doing. And then you have the typical 3 for career and finances, and then you have 4 for health and spirituality. Look, Taurus, I know you like sensuality and pleasure, We'll see what you're doing, but calm down. Just kidding, you do you. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. We're gonna do the love and relationships part. Okay. So we have Six of Pentacles with kindness. This also means reciprocity. We have card number 11, dreams. My dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. Ooh, we like that for you. Also, side note, I don't know how I'm going to fit all these cards in here by the time we're done, but we will do our best. And then we have trust. I trust the change unfolding in my life. Card number 41. We have self-love, number 30. Love yourself. I believe that is Gaia herself on the card. And then we have letting go, emotional release, card number 21. A lot of blue and green. Green is the color of the heart chakra. I don't know if I feel like there's a connection for you that is ending in July. I also feel like you already know. I'm getting this strong feeling that you already know that a connection is ending for you in July, and this is kind of just confirming it. I do feel like it's mutual. Like it's not like someone's getting dumped or anything like that. Okay. The book doesn't say that this is Gaia. It simply says goddess, which, I mean, Mama Earth, what have you. And this is Mother Water. So yeah, Earth and Water are both considered feminine energy. So you could be really in your feelings this month. And yeah, you really need to know that everything is fine. It's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And you really need to go ahead and just focus in on your self-love at this time. Your dreams might have messages for you. So go ahead and keep a dream journal during this month, just so you can write down any messages that your dreams have. And then two, when one person leaves, it does leave room for someone else to come in. And one of the things that we can do to go ahead and kind of help that process along is, go through and getting rid of stuff that we no longer need, getting rid of clothes that we no longer need. You might be doing a purging at this time between letting go and I trust the change unfolding in my life. You might be doing a purging of stuff that you no longer need that is related to this relationship. And it's really just, it's a cleansing. It's a cleansing that we're doing, right? And then self-love and Six of Pentacles. Yeah, pouring more love into yourself. And the more we pour love into ourselves, the more we will attract and love that is meant for us and someone who's willing to also pour into us. So that's what I see for you for love and relationships. For career and finances, we have 9 of Swords with trauma. We have I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. That's card number 10. And we have abundance, which is card number 1. So the number 1 might be very significant for you in terms of your career. It's that 9 of Swords card that's kind of tripping me up a little bit. You might just kind of be... I feel like you're in a place where you're not very happy with where you are in your career. And I feel like you are trying to manifest something to you that you would prefer. You're working towards something better. But maybe your mind is getting in the way a little bit. Your own mind, your own self-limiting beliefs, they're getting in the way of you bringing in a promotion or a new job or some kind of change in your career. This right here, this ritual is an intention candle. Literally get a green candle, write whatever career change you want or what growth you want in your career. Best done on a Thursday. And like just other symbols on the candle that have to do with money, and burn it. Okay? Do it during a waxing moon phase. And then abundance, count your blessings. I think literally one of the best ways to combat limiting beliefs and negativity is to have a gratitude practice. I personally, at the end of every night, I count 10 things I am grateful for. They can be things, they can be people, they can be things that occurred that day. They could be physical things in my reality. I count 10 of them. And if I can think of a very specific reason why I'm naming that thing, I do. And it helps a lot. It helps you to have more love in your heart. And that is the magnet, right? That is the thing that draws good things to us, which goes with the self-love card that you have over here. Okay? I feel like self-love and gratitude is a really big theme for you this month. But let's go ahead and see what we have over here with your health and spirituality. See if I can fit these other cards in. I'm sorry, that does not look very neat. Okay. Okay. So, we have 7 of Wands with resilience. Yes, we love that. We have 36. It is safe and beautiful to express my sensuality. Yes, you're Taurus. You love sensual pleasures, things that feel good, taste good, smell good, sound good, look good. Opportunity number 25, expand your horizons. And card number 17, insight, be open to enchantments. You might be spending more time outside at night at this time. That's just like a random thing that I got. And just, yeah, again, part of that self-love. Surround yourself with things that feel good, smell good, taste good. Okay, you are the sign of sensual pleasures. I would also, like, for you, I would take a look at what sign is in your 5th house, which is about pleasure and fun. See what sign is in your 5th house and see what ways to, that you can really feed into that this month. Okay, yeah, I was right. This is Morgan. This is the Morgan. So the Morgan could be calling to you at this time. Body by Megan Thee Stallion is literally playing in the background right now. And then Eagle Woman. I find it interesting that you have an eagle, a goddess related with eagles and a goddess related with ravens, both in your health and spirituality section. Slightly random, but a way that you could maybe enhance and expand your spirituality at this time would be to like try to form a relationship with the birds that live locally near you, like feeding them, research what to feed them, but feeding them, you know, making or putting up a birdhouse, a bird bath, and just being outside and observing them. I feel like the place that you are going to, though, and we've been saying this your whole reading, the place you're going to find the most strength, the ability to really just stand your ground, because I feel like this is kind of a rough month for you. Not gonna lie. But as long as you are pouring into yourself consistently, and I feel like for you, probably spending time alone, pouring into yourself, paying attention to your senses, being in your body yadi over here, and commune with the birds. That sounds crazy. Commune with the birds. And that is what will help you to get through the month of July at this time. Allowing the changes and the difficulties that you are going through, like allow these things, face them and deal with them, and allow yourself to become stronger and be slightly different by the end of the month. That is what you need to be focusing on in general. And maybe do a little bit of heart chakra work. All right, Taurus, that is all I have for you. Thank you for coming to your reading. Go ahead and click on over to the other readings as you see fit. Also, if you enjoy metal or rock music, check out the song Black Honey by Thrice. That you might resonate with it in a certain way. But beyond that, go ahead and check out the other readings, and I will see you again soon. Bye! Hi Gemini, and welcome to your reading. We are going to look at your love and relationships, health and career and finances, and health and spirituality. Okay. I feel like you need to pay special attention to the health and spirituality portion of the reading. This is why. When I went to say love and relationships, I almost said love and spirituality. I almost said that. And right here, you just heard me mess up and say health. Okay. And then, you know, health and spirituality. The other reason I feel like you need to pay special attention to that portion of this message is it is the part of your life that you are neglecting the most. When I was shuffling for these cards consistently for the tarot card and each oracle card, it was the hardest one to get out consistently. And I thought to myself, or I had the thought of like, it's difficult for you to access for some reason. So pay special attention to this part. I think you're possibly neglecting your health and spirituality at this time. So let's go ahead and get started. So for love and relationships for you, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We have gratitude, card number 17. I live each moment with a presence of gratitude. No, that does not mean you're going to have a baby. Although with the Queen of Pentacles, well, in the reverse, so. We have dance, let your body move. That is card number 9. And we have trust, card number 35. All is as it should be. So 17 and 35 both reduce to 8. I also just feel like there's a lot of purple here, which is the crown chakra. And if you're neglecting your health and spirituality, you definitely do not have access to your crown chakra at this time. I feel like something in your love life in particular is not going the way you want it to. And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here, I feel like you're kind of wanting to just whatever, let it go, and ignore it. I think you need to listen to Looking Glass by The Birthday Massacre. That song is about like it's about a loss of belief, essentially. Belief in like childhood fantasy, love, all of that. Like it's just really about that, okay? That song might resonate with you. Yeah, something in your love life isn't going as you want it to. It's making you kind of like wanting to turn your heart off at this moment. But actually, you need to be doing the opposite. You need to be trying to enjoy life regardless, which is the Dance card. Trying to enjoy life regardless, enjoy your own company, and have gratitude for whatever the situation is, having gratitude for at least what you're getting from it. Okay, like say, I don't know, when I didn't bring it up at first because I was like, the cards don't really match that, but I'm gonna go into it. When I was shuffling for these cards, I kept thinking about LOVE and the L part. L is for the way you look at me. So say, for example, there is someone that there is maybe like maybe you have a connection that has never actually gotten off the ground, actually, but you love the way this person looks at you. And something has occurred, a separation or whatever, and you're kind of feeling like, fuck it. It's not getting off the ground, fuck it. Maybe you need to just be having gratitude at this moment for, at least they look at me this way. I know they look at me this way. I know they're attracted to me. Having gratitude for that kind of thing. When things aren't going the way we want them to go, we do not pay attention to the things going on that we don't want. We pay attention to the things going on that we like. And it's a twofold thing. Like, not only does it put us into that feeling of love so we can magnetize to us more of what we want, but on top of it, it just makes the waiting time go faster. It does. Because if you're just sitting there like miserable and just in your head about things not going the way you want them to, time's going to slow down. And guess what, Gemini? You don't like that. You're literally ruled by Mercury. You don't like time slowing down. You like shit to speed up. Well, you know how to speed shit up? Be grateful for what's going on right now. Learn to dance anyway. I'm thinking specifically of Shiva. Which his way of, he's a lord of dance. Oh, yes, he is. And he's also a god of destruction. You might resonate with Shiva at this time, even though this is a goddess deck and there's nothing here that like specifically resonates to him. Where is my book? Under there. I mean, at least I don't think there's a card down there that resonates to him. I'm wrong. This is Shakti. This is Shakti, which is, I believe, the consort of Shiva. I think. Don't come for me if that's wrong. But yeah, just having gratitude, learning to enjoy life anyways, dance anyway, get out into nature, okay? Connect with the earth, okay? And turn that, because Earth and Pentacles, like all of that is slow moving, okay? But connect with the earth and understand that everything gets done anyway. Everything gets done in divine timing anyway. And just trust. Okay? I feel like I was just throwing like a lot of different things at you at one time about the love and relationships aspect of your life. But that is what I see. And that's just kind of what's coming to me. And I don't know, maybe it made sense to you because, you know, you're Gemini and you can take a lot at one time. So for career and finances, we have the Page of Swords with education. That is totally your energy. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. Obviously, if you identify as a masculine, just change the wording to we are all brothers or what have you. But yeah, card number 39 right there. And then we have letting go, 21, emotional release, which 39 and 21 both reduced to 3. I feel like you're going through, I mean, education, but like, I feel like you're definitely going through a learning period in your job. I think you're actually like, you're going to be experiencing a lot of teamwork at this time and really perfecting your ability to work as a team player. Maybe you tend towards hyper independence. Maybe you don't really know how to ask for help. And you're actually learning how to do that in your career and finances at this time. You're learning how to share the workload with other people at this time, which is great. And I feel like there's a part of you that really wants to. I mean, anyone who gives into hyper-independence is a coping mechanism. Okay? It's not a way that we actually like to be. So yeah, I see you learning to work in a team more. Maybe you are going back to school, but that's not quite what I'm getting. I do see the ability to... It's like your ability to learn to be part of a team is healing your wounds around belonging. That's what I'm getting very strongly. Like it's healing something in you. Okay, and maybe like, you know, where this is kind of going wrong, well, then this is what you need to be focusing on because it's healing that, okay? Because sometimes when things are going poorly in our love life, that makes us feel rejected, feel like we don't belong, da da da. There are other ways to feel like we belong. There are other ways to grow our ability to connect with other people. So yeah, I do see that happening for you. I really love that for you. Also, this is Mother Water, so Drink more water. It's just kind of what I'm getting. I don't know what you do for work, but you need to drink more water too, especially at your job. Okay, so for health and spirituality, the part that I really feel like you need to pay attention to. And I just told you to drink more water. Let's see what we get here. So we have the moon, card number 12. This is Pisces energy. Misinterpretation. Misinterpretation. Not seeing things for what they really are. Okay, because let me tell you, like, 3D reality, like, that's the tip of the iceberg. Okay, that's this much. And then reality is all this shit down here that you don't really see. But if you connected with your intuition, you would see it. I don't know why I'm scolding you. I am very sorry, Gemini. We love you. And then we have Two of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, your spirituality is out of balance. Your intuition is out of balance, is really what I'm getting. I don't know if you have any Pisces. Well, you technically do have a Pisces placement because everyone has all the placements, but look at your chart and see what's going on, like what house is in Pisces, and if you have any planets there, and connect with that more, okay? Because Pisces is a super intuitive sign. All right, you need to connect with that part of yourself in order to do some of that spiritual healing. And being more spiritually healed, honestly, like, makes everything else easier. Being more healed in a spiritual sense makes experiencing our 3D reality much easier. Because, like, we're less triggered. We understand that things will happen as they're going to happen, not on our timeline necessarily, but on the universe's timeline. I'm jumping ahead before I even get all your cards out. Okay. We have card number 26. I am at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. You need to meditate, my dude. You need to meditate so hard. And then we have Insight, card number 17. Be open to enchantment. Both of these cards reduce to 8. And you had other cards right here reducing to 8 as well. The Morgan could be calling out to you as well. She is more of a dark mother goddess, but she is still loving and useful. Very much so. And then you also have, you can see the moon in the background too of this card right here. This is very purple. This is purple. Lots of purple. You need to meditate more. You need to let go. You need to get in touch with your crown chakra. You need to heal that stuff. There is things that you think you're seeing and you're not. Okay, and maybe you're like, well, I'm a Gemini, okay? I have a million thoughts a minute. How the heck am I supposed to meditate? Practice. Consistent practice. The point is not to shut off the thoughts. The point is to feel removed from them. To observe them. Okay. And maybe like, okay, so we have the dance card here and we have the meditate card here. Maybe a sitting meditation isn't for you. Like maybe like, I mean, you are being told specifically to dance. If you really don't like dancing, like if you're allergic to it for some reason, like go running, do something super physical. And allow yourself to get out of your mind by getting into your body, Gemini. That is something you should be doing anyway, so that you don't drive yourself crazy. But yeah, so gaining some type of active meditation practice, which dance is honestly great for, and getting more in touch with that intuition, experiencing more teamwork, healing your feelings of belonging, And this over here with your romantic connection, if that resonates for you, like that was kind of specific, like if there's someone that you can think of that you're like, oh God, I love the way they look at me. Trust indicates that this isn't done. It's just on pause. And maybe it's on pause because you need to spiritually evolve first. Okay? So that is all I have for you, Gemini. Thank you for coming to your reading. Go ahead and click on over to the other ones as you see fit, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hi, Cancer, and welcome to your reading. We're going to look at your love and relationships, your career and finances, and your health and spirituality. So a couple things when I was shuffling your cards. So first of all, I, for whatever reason, went out of order in terms of like which decks I shuffled. For you, for whatever reason, instead of starting with the tarot cards, I started with the Moon Oracle cards. That is very much my self-love and healing deck, okay? So maybe for you, Cancer, you are coming here not so much to know what's going on in July, but to find out how you can love and heal yourself. You're coming here for some hope. That is going to be for some of you, not necessarily all of you. Another thing, and I'm going to just say it right now in case I forget it when we're going through the interpretation, because I just tend to go. This card, this goddess card, which is meant for your love and relationships, when it came out on your career and finances pile. So this goddess or this information or what have you could be also instrumental in this part of your life as well. So I already said it. You keep it in mind in case I forget about it. All right, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. I'm going to start with the career and finances portion. We're going to take a sip of coffee because our throat's getting a little bit dry. I am drinking coffee at 7 at night because I'm crazy. And you're Cancer, which means I have 8 more signs to do. All right. So for love and relationships, we have card number 43, Wild. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Ooh, look at you. Being a feral housewife, yes. We have 10 of Swords with conclusions. Okay, yep, definitely being a feral housewife. I just heard a part of, God, it's not an old country song, but like it's from the 90s. I just got a portion of like When God-Fearing Women Get the Blues by Martina McBride in my head. So if you listen to country, maybe you need to go listen to that song. Maybe it resonates with you at this time. And then we have self-exploration, fairy tales and myths. We truly are not being that domestic housewife at this time, are we? No, we are not. All right. So I feel like this isn't the end of a relationship for you at this time necessarily, Cancer. I mean, it could be, you know what you're going through. What you are definitely seeing the end of, though, is how you conduct yourself in romantic relationships. You are no longer going along being the dutiful housewife at this time. You are no longer being, super domestic. You are no longer being super docile. You are kind of getting to know the feral aspect of your personality, and you're bringing it into your love and relationships, possibly even as far as into your home. You could be getting into paganism. You could be deciding to get to know the moon better. You could be getting to know the wild aspects of your personality, of your nature better. And it's been a long time coming with this 10 of Swords card, okay? The 10 of Swords is the ending to a difficult situation. This could have been things within you that you've been fighting for a long time. Like maybe you had this ideal of what you thought you should be, of how you, like maybe you're sitting here like, I got to be that 50s housewife with my little apron, or house husband, if you identify as a masculine, with my apron in my hair and a pretty updo and befont. And we're not doing that anymore. You know why? Because it's not the 50s anymore. We need dual incomes up in this economy. At least in the American economy, we do. And yeah, it's not the 50s anymore, okay? Like, we're just not. I'll stay home and do every little thing you want me to do while you go make all the money. It doesn't work that way anymore. We don't take orders anymore. We don't trade our sovereignty for love anymore. Yeah, like you're kind of going through like your own personal like fifth wave feminism, if you would. Or, again, if you identify as a masculine, your fifth wave or first wave, or I don't know what wave you guys are at, but like you're not being a little like house spouse no more, okay? Both of these cards literally talk about getting to know your wild aspects. With the I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. That is literally about going outside and howling to the moon in whatever phase she is in at that time. Howling to the moon, even maybe dressing up as a wild god or a wild goddess. This goddess is like sitting with like a skunk or a badger. I just heard honey badger don't give a fuck. Maybe you're a Hufflepuff? I don't know. I don't know why that in particular is coming to me. Is this a particular goddess? It is not. I can make the voyage of self-exploration through fairy tale, myth, and folklore. I felt the need to share that with you. But yeah, so exploring nature and exploring parks and rivers and lakes and seas and getting to know the wild side of you through that, okay? Because I don't. Yeah, I think you thought you needed to act a certain way in order to receive love, and that is not true. And even then, like if we're literally cutting off half of our personality in order to be loved by a person, well, guess what? That means we only get to receive half of the love because they haven't even been introduced to the rest of us in order to have the possibility to love the rest of us. And if they don't want to love all of us, well, you can leave them in the goddamn forest. Let the wolves have them. I don't care. We're just sassy up in here. This is your month, isn't it, Cancer? Yes, it is. All right, so for your career and finances, we need the little rock because we has a spicy picture. So we have card number 15, I forgive and let go with loving ease. Not that I have the risk of getting demonetized, but I would like to get monetized to begin with. And then we have, I focus on what is working, card number 14. Yes. Okay, so definitely some feeling of like release and surrender and flow and what is working. Oh yeah, you had like 5 cards in this section. 4 of Pentacles, which is control. So learning to... 4 of Pentacles is about being like overly, like holding onto your money too tightly or spending it too freely. Okay. Here you are learning to flow with what happens financially. Intuition, card number 20, inner wisdom. And then card number 21, letting go. Again, flowing with what's going on in your financial arena. I feel like this doesn't feel specific to any particular career. This feels just money in general. Okay. Making your budget and noticing what works and what doesn't when you are trying to spend your money better. Maybe you are trying to cook in a different way so that your money goes farther. Maybe you are making your own cleaning products right now so that your money goes farther. But you're experimenting And you're just kind of letting the ancestors speak to you in terms of figuring out ways to make your money go farther. I don't feel like you're actually making more money or bringing more money in. I think your focus right now is how do you make it go as far as you possibly can? That's really what I'm getting. Money grow, money flow. I just heard that. Google that. I think that's part of a song, but I can't think of what song at this time. Also, plant magic might be a thing you want to look into. Planting, like, do it if you have a green thumb. If you do not have a green thumb, if you tend to kill plants, do not do this. You're going to kill your wealth. However, if you have a green thumb, plant some seeds with the intention of as this plant grows, your money grows, okay? Do that on a Thursday. I literally gave like a simple like money spell in another reading and I was like, do it on a Thursday. You know why Thursday? Because Thursday is about abundance. That's why. You could be literally vision boarding and collaging like different ideas to work within a budget. I also just for some reason like I imagined someone pinning a bunch of receipts to a board. I don't know why you might be doing that, but maybe that's something you're doing. Like maybe it's so that you can scour them and see where you spent money well and see where you didn't spend money well. And then this is just a yoga practice. Just breathing through everything with the money. Not worrying so much about the money. Knowing our needs will be met. Right? Right. Because we always like to talk about the feminine aspect of the universe, but let's talk about the masculine aspect of the universe. And the masculine aspect of the universe, he will provide. He will indeed provide. He will not let us go without. So, for health and spirituality, we have card number 1, adapt. My instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. This specifically talks about like taking a nature walk or walking through your town, obviously in safe parts of it, and just, you're not listening to a podcast, you're not listening to music, nothing like that. You're literally just going where your instincts tell you to go. I feel like that would help you get more in touch with your inner wild child, right? Just everything about this reading, mind you, is just kind of giving a lot of like divine masculine energy, which Cancer, you are like the ultimate feminine sign within the zodiac. You really are. So maybe like that's kind of what you're doing. You're getting in touch with your inner divine masculine. You're getting in touch with that wild masculine who doesn't go according to how other people want him to go. He doesn't really worry about money because he knows he can provide for himself. I'm just getting that. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse over here with your health and spirituality. And we have dance. We got this card in another reading. We also got let go in other readings too. Let your body move. So you literally might want to start turning to dance as a way of exercise. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. You just throw on some music and you go. Maybe dancing in the forest or like on the beach if that's something that you can safely do and that you have access to. Six of Wands in reverse though. I feel like Okay. I am not a medical professional. I am not here to give medical advice. I'm going to say that right here, right now. I feel like you are getting news related to medical concerns that is not the news that you wanted to hear, with the Six of Wands in reverse. And I feel like say if you've been really attached to Western medicine, I feel you going away from that and just going towards other alternative ways of healing, especially with instincts. Like maybe you need to lose a lot of weight. Like I'm just giving an example. Maybe for a health concern, you need to lose a lot of weight, and just the typical ways of going about it, just it's too hard on your joints. Maybe you're not feeling it, so it's difficult for you to stick with it. You can't afford a gym membership. So instead you just dance, and you just dance instinctively. And really, we only need 30 minutes, like in general. If you're losing a lot of weight, that's a little different. And by the way, unless you want to or need to for your health, no one here needs to lose weight at all. Period. But to stay generally healthy, all we really need is 30 minutes of movement per day. That's all we need. 30 minutes of dance is not a lot, and it's a great way to get into your wild nature. It's a great way to, I mean, I was just talking about you connecting with your masculine energy, but it's, you know, if you're super connected to your masculine energy, you need to connect more with your feminine energy. Dancing is a great way to do it. Dancing is a good way to awaken the sacral chakra, to feel more sexy, to feel more confident. All of these things. Also, I'm just looking at how, like, they're practically doing the same damn thing with their hands. Look at them. You really need to just let yourself dance and let go. Who cares what you look like? Who cares? If they don't like what you look like, leave them in the forest. Let the wolves have them. That's what we're doing this month with all the people we don't like. With all the people who try and tell us what to do or tell us crap and they have terrible taste, well, we're leaving them in the forest and letting the wolves have them. That's what we're doing this month. I was not quite this sassy in the other. It's not even really sassy. Like, it's just, I don't know. This was not my energy in the previous readings necessarily. I hope that was helpful to you, Cancer. Don't actually feed anyone to wolves. I guess you can imagine it, but like that's about it. Thank you for coming to your reading. I honestly really enjoyed giving this reading. This one was particularly fun. And go ahead and click on over to the other reads as you feel necessary. And yeah, I will see you again soon, Cancer. Bye. Hello, Leo, and welcome to your reading. So something I'm noticing right off the bat. So if I was starting to lose my voice with the Cancer reading, and then when we got to your reading, my voice feels like it really returned. I don't know if it's because, like, you know, you're Leo, you're the lion, you roar, what it is, but I feel like we're not having any issues saying what we want to say. You know what I mean? So, as per usual, I intended for 9 cards total. As per usual, I got more than that. So let's go ahead and just get started with your reading, Leo. Okay, so for love and relationships, we have the High Priestess. That is Taurus and Pisces energy, and it says inner voice on there. And then we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. And then we have card number 41, I trust the change unfolding in my life. And we have card number 15, imagination, let your dreams take flight. So this is not really dreams, like the ones you have at night. This is like, you know, your fantasies and your desires. Okay. Hmm. What I see here with you, Leo, is I actually see you. I don't know if you were playing the field before, but you're not doing that now. I actually see you. I don't know. In the background, I do have music going, just not loud enough, because I keep getting copyright problems. Literally, The Gate by Bjork is playing. And when I paused, the part of the song where she just keeps repeating, I care for you, like that popped right up. So, yeah, I feel like between that and the fact that I feel like my voice has returned, and then this literally says inner voice, I see you going for someone in particular. Okay, you're not in a super sensual playing the field energy. You're not just sitting here enjoying attention, which there's nothing wrong with that. But you are serious about who you're going towards. With the imagination card, I feel like this is maybe someone that you maybe thought they were out of your league, maybe you thought they were not interested in you. And I see you just going ahead and shooting your shot and doing it in a divinely guided manner. Listening to your intuition about the timing, the right way to go about it, and just trusting. Something that you could do if you feel the need to do it to feel more ready for this person. The trust card literally talks about like cleaning out like toxic people in our lives, or maybe paperwork we no longer need, or maybe cleaning up the home and cleaning out the closet. Not metaphorically, but literally, like making space. Maybe you need to go through and if you have anything that is from like old connections, or you have like mementos of like different admirers of yours, because let's be honest here, you're Leo, you probably have a million of them. Um, you're getting rid of all that. You're really just, it's not for you anymore. You want one person and you're going towards this person after you make a little bit of space for them, however. It's a very bold and empowered thing, Leo, and we love that for you because that's totally like, you should be able to just walk right up to whoever you want to. I mean, come on. You're the king or the queen. Okay. So for the person could also be a Pisces or a Taurus in particular. Yeah. And those are both pretty, like, to be honest, like, in terms of, like, romance, those are both pretty no-nonsense signs. So I could definitely see you feeling the need to clear up your romantic history in order to go towards this person and for them to take your offer seriously. So for career and finances, we have the Five of Pentacles. Oh no! Coming out with the Strength card in reverse. Oh no! What happened, Leo? We have card number 5, so 5 coming out with 5. Also, this is in this deck. This is card number 11, which 11 reduces to 2. We have another 5 over here. We have 5. We have 5. And then we have number 16, in nature, connect with nature. Okay. I'm getting that you're literally changing jobs at this time. Like that's highly specific. Yeah, I see you changing jobs at this time, Leo, and it's specifically because you don't feel good about yourself in your current job. So you're like, this isn't for me. I don't feel like my royal self here. I don't feel appreciated. I don't feel recognized. It's making my crown slip off my head. I don't know why the hell you're not getting my crown for me. And so you're taking inspired action. You're leaving the job and you're going towards something else. I'm looking at how this eagle is flying away, and then you see this horse in the background. And it's also just, it's going away, and this owl is flying away, and we're not doing this job anymore. You can take this job and shove it. So I do see a career change for you. I also, with the Five of Pentacles card, I see a little bit of, you might have an in-between bit of time. Like, I actually don't feel like you are straight up, like, having a job already lined up when you leave this one. I feel like you're feeling the need to leave a job, trusting you're going to get one lined up. Now, only take that if it resonates. I am, like, not telling... Jesus, that was my upstairs neighbors. I am not telling anyone to, like, make any risky financial decisions. I am not telling you to do that if that's not already something you are thinking about. However, if that was something you were thinking about, I'm telling you, you can... It'll be a little rough, but it looks like you'll be fine. And just like taking that time, that extra time that you're going to have in between to go into nature and get your head right, and like just remember whatever your vision was, whatever your mission was, whatever it was that you were trying to do. Because whatever you were doing before, you thought it was aligned and it wasn't. So you need to realign your mind so you can realign your path. So yeah, that is what I see for you in career and finances. So like not major news. I feel like if you're hearing this, you already know. That's a very resonatory message. And then for health and spirituality, we have Temperance in reverse. That is Sag energy. We have, oh no. We have double spicy on this card, oh no. Okay. We have card number 25. With focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. So yeah, what did I say? Like getting your head right again. We have card number 38. When I let others shine, I shine too. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for a little bit of booty, but there we go. We have rhythm 28. Tune into the natural rhythm of life. And then we have moon lore, card number 23, ebb and flow. Okay. So for health and spirituality, okay. I do see you, especially if you're going to have a little bit more time on your hands. Okay, this is coming in a very interesting manner. So for you in particular, Leo, okay, this is not all fitting. Bear with me. So for you in particular, Leo, I feel like you definitely need to take whatever's resonating in this message and combine it with things from your other readings. Okay. This is why. On one hand, over here in your love and relationships, I see you clearing up the more scandalous parts of your romantic history, your sensual history. I see you, getting rid of old mementos, cutting connections with people that are just casual, not really meant to go anywhere, anything that's going to be a distraction from the person that you have your eyes on. On the other hand, over here in health and spirituality, and it could be that you're going through this thing over here with health and spirituality, and then you clean it up towards the end of the month, but that's not going to be all of you. I see you going out more, indulging more, being social more. And this is all good, when we're not feeling great about ourselves, we need to be around other people that help us feel good about ourselves again, that recognize us, that cheer us on. Be super careful that you're not overindulging. Be careful that, you're not getting so used to, nights out on the town that you run yourself into debt, spending money that you don't have at the moment because you just quit a job that was making you feel like crap. Making sure that you're not, destroying your liver. And now it's going to be that much harder to start a new career, making sure that you're not. God, I just thought in particular about I just imagine I got a really particular scene in my head. Okay. Like going out and with friends and you're having a great time, but maybe you're all drunk, maybe you're a little belligerent, whatever. And you're like, I know I have an interview for in the morning, but it's fine, I'll drink a little bit, then sleep, some Gatorade, I'll be good. And then you run into someone and maybe you get into an argument or something with someone while you're out on the town. Or just generally make an ass of yourself, act in a way that you normally would not have acted if you were sober. And then you go to your interview the next day and the person that you got into it with, this is the person interviewing you. I'm not saying that in particular is going to happen. I'm just saying yes, be social. Yes, let yourself go out a little bit. Be careful that you don't say or do anything that's going to bite you. That's really what I'm getting. Okay. It's good to be around people. It's good to socialize. It's good to feel good about ourselves. But don't let it go to your head. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of messages for you, Leo. Again, I think for you in particular, you really need to take what is resonating, ignore what isn't resonating, and then pop over to your other reads and just figure out what is really resonating with you. Okay, and piece it together. I think you're going to have a little bit more of a job piecing it all together for your read. But yeah, so that is all I have for you, Leo. Thank you. And I will see you again soon. Have a good July. Bye. Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading. We're going to look at your love and relationships, your career and finances, and your health and spirituality. So something right off the bat that I was noticing when shuffling your decks. When we were shuffling for the Goddess Dream cards in particular, that deck was super resistant to anything coming out. Which it wasn't really acting that way with other readings. So I don't know if you're just really resistant to the idea of working with deities or connecting with the universe in that way. I don't know if you're struggling with a belief in all that, but we're going to go ahead and get into it and see what we have here for you. So let's go ahead and start with, oh my God, are you the only one that, oh my God. Virgo, you are the only one that actually stuck with 3 cards per pile. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that from you. All right. Because all the other ones gave me so much more. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. All right. So for love and relationships, we have 4 of Wands in the reverse. Oh, that's not fun. We have card number 21, love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. And we have card number 23, moon lore, ebb and flow. Okay. Yeah, I feel like love and relationships right now might feel like a lot of work to you. Maintaining connections in general might feel like a lot of work to you. Because with 4 of Wands in the reverse, that is separation, or it's not quite the Hermit, but it's like a little bit of a wallflower energy, or separation, or like feeling alone in a room full of people kind of thing. And I'm noticing that the word flow is appearing twice. It's appearing right here and it's appearing right here. Ebb and flow, love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. Okay. If you feel like you are having a hard time connecting with other people, Virgo, that is because you are not connecting with yourself very well. Okay? This card, if you look at it super closely, you can see an energy. I think it's like supposed to be her higher self, embracing her in return. Okay? Showing herself love in order to get love to flow into your life. And I'm not coming at you, Virgo, but you are known for being super self-critical, like unfairly self-critical. Okay? You need to stop that. It's not helping you. It's not. Okay? The other thing, I'm kind of just... You are an earth sign. Okay? And earth signs are feminine in nature. Getting in touch with that inner feminine energy, getting in touch with the ability to flow with things. Yeah, flowing is water, but flowing is also femininity. Okay? It might be that you feel like connections are too difficult for you, possibly because you keep going after connections that are not aligned with you, rather than going with connections that are aligned with you, because connections that are aligned, they're going to feel easier. You're going to feel it in your gut too. See, that's the thing. You're going to feel it in your gut when you're interacting with a person. But if there's ever a part of you that, like, say you go to reveal something to someone, a vulnerability, a secret, what have you, and you get a tightness in your stomach, that is your gut trying to tell you, like, maybe not. But when you feel good inside when you're interacting with someone, that's someone you need to be interacting with. Also, maybe connecting with the moon more. I'm not getting that too strongly, honestly, with your reading. You could do moon bathing, letting yourself be purified under the moonlight. You could also specifically, like, and you might feel weird about this if you're a masculine, but bear with me. Um, get some rose petals and pour them into a bath and have a bath and, like, just let yourself feel in that loving energy, okay? And let yourself enjoy the bath. Let your body let go, okay? Because that's the other thing, is that honestly, on one hand, yeah, you're a very reserved sign when people don't know you very well. You're super reserved. When you're comfortable, you're a more sensual sign, generally speaking. So, like, let yourself enjoy things. Not everything has to be work all the time. Not everything has to be something that needs to get done. Not everything has to be productive. Things can be about joy, they can be about pleasure. Let yourself indulge in that. You don't constantly need to be helping someone, help you a little bit. Get in connection with yourself, get in flow with your inner love. Show yourself some love. It will make everything else easier. Okay? All right. So, that was a lovely little rant all in itself. If you haven't clicked off, let's go ahead and go to your career and finances then. So, we have Ace of Pentacles, growth. We like that for you. We have 16. I am on the right path and divinely guided. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And we have card number 21, letting go. This card keeps popping up in so many of the readings. I shuffle these cards in between readings, but it keeps popping on up. Okay. I'm getting more of that feeling of flow with your career and finances. This one, this is Mother Water, and here she's literally like in a body of water, whether it be the ocean or what have you. Oh, we have 21 here twice. So the 21st could be super important for you, just in general, or maybe the number 21 is important at this time. Yeah, I feel like for your career and finances, you are, especially with that combination of letting go and I am on the right path and divinely guided. If you recently made a change in your job, made a change in the way that you do things, it was correct. Or if you're contemplating a change, it's the right change. It is something you indeed need to do. The universe approves. And it's going to grow your wealth. With the Ace of Pentacles right there, it's definitely going to grow your wealth, whatever the change this is. And two, with like both of these cards embodying a body of water, no pun intended, it's going to feel natural to you. You won't feel resistance, and that is how you'll know. And see that, so like that feeling, Virgo, like that feeling of non-resistance that you feel when you make the necessary changes in your career and finances, that is what you need to be feeling when it comes to your connections. If that is not what you feel when it comes to your connections, like maybe you need to kind of like I feel like when I was shuffling out your cards, one of your cards from career and finances fell on your love and relationships pile. So maybe that's the universe trying to indicate to you that, like, the positive feelings, the good feelings, many of the things that you apply to growth in your career and finances, you can, in metaphorical sense, those are the same feelings you want in love and relationships. You know, in your career and finances, that if something doesn't come easily to you, if something is just resisting you, then it's not for you. You know that. You need to apply that to your love and relationships. There's something you need to apply from one to the other. And I feel like you're going to be figuring that out in July, finally. Yeah. Your readings are pretty cut and dry. Like, I feel like you're just going through a lot of learning and just coming to terms with the fact that just because you're an earth sign does not mean everything has to be stubborn and resistant and difficult. You're actually not meant to live that way. Okay. Then for health and spirituality, we actually have the Lovers. Card number 6, this is Gemini energy. We have movement. Movement awakens my creative spirit, card number 27. And then we have 6, bright future. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. Okay. Some of you are going through your Saturn return, or at the end of it. I'm looking at how, like, this is such a bright and sunny card on one hand. And then on the other hand, we have, it's a very dark looking card, but it says bright future. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. Movement awakens my creative spirit. There's all these warm colors, but then there's the moon right there. And then we have the Lovers right here. And notice how her hair is red and her hair is red. I feel like you are learning to finally bring your masculine and feminine energy together into one. And you're learning to bring your shadow and your light together into one. You're learning to fully integrate all parts of yourself and to actually love yourself, which goes really well with what we're saying over here. That, okay, connections are not going great. They feel like they're a lot of work. Okay, clearly I need to work on loving myself. I know what flow and lack of resistance feels like over here. I will apply it over here. I will learn to love myself and make the rest of this go easier. Yeah, I feel like there's not a strong, like, pull towards any particular deity on these cards. I feel like you approach spirituality in a less metaphysical way, and you approach it in a more tangible way, which would make a lot of sense for you, to be honest. But yeah, you're finally learning to, like, integrate together your feminine and masculine energies, your light and dark aspects of yourself, that it's all useful, it's all necessary, and it all deserves love. That is largely what I have for you. Not a major message, actually just a largely intertwined one for the month of July for you. I also feel just like, I don't know, in the previous readings, I was being a lot more loud, a lot more sassy. I haven't done that at all with your reading. I feel very quiet. I feel very calm. And you are known for being a loner, for taking time to yourself, but I feel like this is very healthy time to yourself. Not that you necessarily didn't take healthy time to yourself, but you're really truly using this time for introspection, and that's how we heal. And then as within, so without. Virgo. So, thank you. Thank you for coming to your reading. I really love this for you. I love all this healing for you. Go ahead and click on over to the other readings as you see fit. And I will see you again soon. Bye. Hi Libra, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to take a look at your love and relationships. I almost said love and finances. Your love and relationships, your career and finances, and your health and spirituality for the month of July. One of the things I noticed when I was shuffling your cards is for the tarot portion, you ended up with 2 cards for each section. So we're going to see what that's about. You're the only pile. You're the only sign that consistently did something like that. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. We'll start with the love and relationships. Okay, so we have 9 of Swords with trauma. And then we have the Star with inspiration. That is card number 17, Aquarius energy. Then we have Desire, number 10. I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. And then we have card number 24, New Beginnings. Take a fresh look at life. Okay. You're definitely manifesting something in your love and relationships. Some of you, it's going to be a partner. Some of you, it's going to be a new beginning with an existing partner. I feel like, because having the 9 of Swords coming out with the Star, that's a very, very interesting combination. I feel like you carry a lot of trauma and burdens within you, and it creates a lot of limiting beliefs. And I'm almost looking at with the Star card how she's just pouring out those jugs. You know, she's pouring out jugs into like this void or lake or whatever. And over here, she is crafting from a tiny cauldron. I feel like you're learning to transmute. You're learning to transmute your pain, your trauma, your limiting beliefs into new beliefs, into realizing how deserving you are of love, how deserving you are. Maybe some of you like feel like you don't deserve your partner. Maybe for some of you, I'm getting that your limiting beliefs made it difficult for you to communicate your needs properly to your partner. That's for those of you that are paired. For those of you that are not paired, I see you again. Again, we're transmuting pain. We're transmuting the idea of limitations. We're turning it into something else. We're talking back to self-limiting beliefs. We're talking back to rejection. We're closing the door on our pain so we can open the door to a new beginning, whether that be with a particular person, whether that be bringing in new love. You're realizing that you no longer need to believe certain things about yourself. You're realizing that they do not serve you. Like, this almost looks like a journey to me. Like, this almost looks like we're starting with this trauma. We're turning it into something else. We're continuing, like, this is like the process of like pouring it out. Maybe onto a piece of paper. Maybe you write. Maybe you do art. Turning it into something else, something beautiful, something inspired. And in this way, we are letting it go so that it can leave us and have room for love to grow inside of us instead. This is quite a journey you are going on in the month of July, and it's only in your love and relationships. You are doing like a year's worth of work in a single month. We do have Venus retrograde happening in July, I believe. And that is really what that period's for. It's for reflection. It's for healing. It's for shadow work. You are very much doing that. You're like, Venus retrograde, I know what to do with that. And you're doing the thing. Super proud of you there, Libra. All right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at your career and finances. I feel like we really covered that. So for career and finances, we have the World. That's card number 21, completion. That is all the fixed signs, which you are not one of. Aquarius is, though. Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo, I believe. Can I get that book, Boots, please? No, I want the book. Hi. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, my roommate's cat was not letting me get something that was mine, in fact. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles with prospects. We have card number 12, I am of the earth and in harmony with nature. I very, very rarely draw this card. I think I draw this card the least of all the cards in my Moon Oracle deck. Which we have 21 and we have 12, which are mirroring numbers. Interesting. And then we have dreaming, card number 11. Be aware of your dreams. These are the dreams that you have when you are asleep. You might be receiving messages in your dreams about your career and finances. I feel like you are in a place where you are at the beginning of the end, and that sounds really weird. The end goal, the vision that you always had, you are finally in a place where like you are in front of the road and you can see that end place in front of you. You can see it. And you are at the beginning of that portion of your journey in your career and finances. I feel like a lot of the Libras that I am speaking to at this time, these are people who have had, these are people who have not changed jobs a bunch, or the vision has not changed a bunch. It has stayed very much the same most of the time. Give me 1 second. But yeah, you are at the beginning of the end. You are about to embark on the last part of your career journey. And that's how that message comes out. It's going to vary a bit for you depending on how old you are and where you are in your career. I feel like, if you're a little bit older, then yeah, you're definitely towards the end of not the end of your career, but the portion of your career that you're going to finish out with and retire with at some point. Or if you're younger, maybe you are at the end of this particular career journey. And, there's this wonderful feeling of, oh my God, I got to actually see this through to the end. I got to actually see where this would take me. And I'm really thinking about how we have the 21 and the 12. We have those mirroring numbers. I feel like, yeah, I'm really getting just this feeling that, like, it's, this is something you used to previously imagine. And you're finally there during the month of July. If you need to ground at this time in order to like maybe like, finally seeing where this is taking you is a little overwhelming. So like this card is about like going outside barefoot and actually grounding to the earth. Feeding some of that anxiety downward because she can transmute it. And then she sends loving energy up to us. So, but yeah, that's super exciting, Libra. I'm very happy about that for you. And it kind of just goes hand in hand with what's going on over here. Turning pain and trauma into beautiful things, seeing finally the end portion of what's going on in your life, or, well, with career at least. All right. So for health and spirituality, we have card number 13, Death. It's in the reverse. That is Scorpio energy. Interesting. I think it's interesting that you have the World card here, and then you have two fixed signs or two fixed energies in your other tarot, like the Star, which is Aquarius, and Death, which is Scorpio. You have the Six of Cups in reverse. You have boundaries. Card number 3, healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. And then you have card number 33, strength. Know your strength. This is, I'm not sure if I'm saying her name properly. This is Inanna from Babylonian mythology on that card. Also, if you need to know this, this is Astra from Germanic mythology on that card. Okay. So for health and spirituality, I do see your spiritual journey being a little difficult. Okay, I do see it being a little difficult. There is a lot of trauma that you're working through. But with these cards over here, clearly you do work through it. And maybe that's what you need to be grounding for. Okay, you do end up working through the trauma, but it's work. It's work on your end. And maybe you also have this need. Oh, we have 3 here, and then we have 3 and 3 over here. So maybe 333 is an angel number for you. I very rarely get anything that I would call an angel number. Also, 21 reduces to 3 and 12 reduces to 3. 3 is a big deal for you. The 3rd of July, depending on where you are in the world, the 3rd of July is the full moon. So maybe you can use the full moon to release some of that trauma to ease this journey along. Okay? But yeah, working through your trauma, learning to hold boundaries with people. Libra, you are a very giving and loving and beautiful sign, but you need to learn to have boundaries. You need to learn that it's okay to occasionally tell somebody off. It doesn't make you a bad person. Healthy boundaries. And then strength. Know your strength. I don't think that necessarily needs to be repeated. Or needs to be explained, I mean. I don't think that needs to be explained. I'm also noticing how, like, on this card, and this card, we have a lot of crescent moon phases. You might want to do a lot of work around the crescent, both the waxing crescent and the waning crescent. I would Google when in particular that is for you, because depending on where you are in the world, that's going to differ a little bit. But yeah, this is what I see for you, Libra. I see a lot of, like, you're really working through your pain. You're really working through your trauma. You're learning to respect yourself, have boundaries. And you're transmuting darkness and pain into something beautiful so that you can invite more love into your life. And I mean, come on, coming to an end portion of your career and having one last journey in a career, there is something so satisfactory about that. Thank you, Libra. Thank you for coming to your reading. I really enjoyed this reading. This looks like such a beautiful journey that you're going to go through this month, and I'm excited for you. Go ahead and click on over to the other reads as you see necessary, and I will see you again soon, Libra. Bye. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so yeah, that was a little change in mood there. So for some of the previous readings, I was reading in a very calm way. I felt like I was losing my voice a little bit, or like my voice was just like lower. With you, I don't quite feel that way, and I feel a little bit more energized with you, so that's different. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. So we have love and relationships, we have career and finances, and we have health and spirituality. Okay, that's also different. I'm in a more feminine energy with you. That shouldn't be too surprising. So let's go ahead and so we can see. So for love and relationships, we have death in the reverse. That's card number 13, literally Scorpio energy. We have number 6, collaboration brings more sweetness into my life and into the world. We have card number 28, rhythm, tune into the natural rhythm of life. And then we have new beginnings, card number 24, take a fresh look at life. Okay. I don't feel like there's a lot going on in terms of your love and relationships. There's really not a lot going on, and I feel like you're not really like, you're not necessarily upset about it. You're not really frustrated at it. You're just like, oh, that kind of sucks, you know, but you're not really frustrated or upset. I do see you focusing more on things like collaboration, teamwork, so like work-related relationships, networking, things like that. And you know, maybe that is what you need to be focusing on right now, like those kinds of relationships, cultivating them. You are someone who does tend to take your work very seriously and be very, very driven. I don't know if you've been taking a really big lone wolf approach to your work, and you're realizing that it would serve you better to actually like develop relationships with your coworkers, that it would serve you better to actually depend on them a little bit more. Yeah, I'm getting like, what I'm getting is that like where you're getting the most fulfillment in the month of July is from work relationships, collaborations, networking. Maybe you think that these people only have to be your coworkers, and that's not necessarily true. If you click with someone, you click with someone. You should attempt to develop a friendship from that. Now, obviously, in the workplace, keep it professional. But yeah, that's the main thing I see for you in love and relationships. I don't necessarily see I don't see a passionate connection coming in. I don't see a romantic connection coming in. I literally only see like your networking relationships becoming a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit more interpersonal, but that's really all I see. Let's see what we have then for your career and finances in that case. Because, yeah, that's I'm not getting much from that, really. It's pretty cut and dry. Okay, so for career and finances, we have the King of Swords. It says knowledge on the card. We have adapt, card number 1. My instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. Okay, I see you. And then we have in nature, card number 16, connect with nature. So some of you work outside, I'm just going to say that. Some of you work outside, or maybe you have a desire to take more of your work outside. The other thing I'm seeing, though, is I'm seeing you doing, oh, that's interesting. They're both playing a drum. In both of these cards, they're playing a drum. Yeah, I see you getting into more of a kind of flow. The intertwining of... But yeah, I see you working from a more instinctual level, taking in like you're almost soaking in knowledge like a sponge as far as career and finances is concerned, and you're getting better at what you're doing, and it's almost becoming secondhand, and that's really great. Again, over here, if you learn to network a little bit better, really develop those relationships with people that you work with, it kind of eases that flow. But yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at your health and spirituality. Because again, I feel like that was pretty cut and dry. So for your health and spirituality, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. We have the Sun in the reverse. That's card number 19. We have card number 9. My emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. And we have card number 6, bright future. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. So if you've been going through like any kind of depression or negative feelings, I do see that. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You're still going to be dealing with that in the month of July, but I see you getting to the end of it, and it's because you're accepting the things that you're feeling. You are no longer fighting against your feelings, thinking that you have to present a particular way at all times. That is really not realistic. Okay, because if we just shove our feelings down into our body, they find places to live inside of us. And then they stay inside of us. And that's not conducive. It's not conducive to anyone. Okay. And that could be why over here on the love and relationships portion of your reading, why you feel like connections just aren't happening. You could be burying yourself in your work in order to ignore your emotions. So then the only people that you are interacting with is coworkers. But you are figuring out that you need to let the emotions out. You need to deal with them. You need to accept the fact that you are going through something at this time. Because the only way to... I can never remember this phrase. I want to say the only way to do it is to go through it, and I know that's not the right phrase. You know what I'm trying to say, though. You have to go through it. You need to let yourself feel what you're feeling. And we have bright future here. So, I mean, going ahead and letting yourself feel what you're feeling is going to lead you out of it by the end of July. So yeah, that is what I see for you in the month of July, Scorpio. Your reading was very quick, I feel like. But yeah, thank you for coming to your reading. Go ahead and click on over to the other signs as you see necessary, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at your love and relationships for the month of July, your career and finances, and your health and spirituality. So something right off the bat, when I was shuffling in particular the Goddess Oracle cards for your career and finances. As I was shuffling, a bunch of cards just like fell out and just everywhere. And I feel like there is something that you intuitively know about your career and finance situation that the universe has been trying to tell you, and for whatever reason you're not listening. If that is true for you, if there is something that you feel like you intuitively are needing to listen to, you might want to go ahead and go with whatever that gut feeling is. That aside, let's go ahead and start your reading. So for love and relationships, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. We have a spicy card that I need to cover up. Okay. Card number 25. With focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. We have card number 5, Bravery. Bravery, explore your inner wild places. And we have card number 13, Free Spirit, be your own person. Okay. So, with the King of Swords coming out in the reverse and then with the focus card right next to it, I feel like you were kind of moving in silence in terms of your love and relationships. You have ideas and you have intentions, but you're not actually talking about them. You're not speaking them out. You're just kind of sitting with them at this time. With the Bravery card and the Free Spirit card, I feel like the reason you're moving in silence, that you're not really talking about your ideas right now, and you're not talking about your feelings, is because you're pretty attached to your independence at this time. You're attached to you're attached to your independence, you're attached to your freedom, you're attached to your ability to do what you want. Especially with this card, Bravery, it has Artemis on it. Artemis is specifically a virginal goddess. Now, not saying that you're a virgin, but she does not allow herself to be claimed by any one person. That's kind of the energy you're in. You don't want to be claimed by any one person at this time. It does not necessarily mean that you're being celibate. It just means that you're just allowing yourself to be independent. You're allowing yourself to have freedom and enjoy who you can enjoy when you can enjoy them. I'm not getting a big playing the field kind of energy. I just don't feel like this is a focus for you at this time, which is part of why, like, any thoughts and feelings that you are having, you're moving in silence. You're just observing your connections and seeing where they go and letting them play out as they're going to play out. You're not really trying to put your will into anything at this time. So that is what I have for you for love and relationships. God, I just see all the wolves here too. This is literally in the book it said wolf woman. That's who that is. And then she has a wolf over here. Like, maybe you're a lone wolf. I don't know. Let's go ahead and take a look at your career and finances. Now, again, we did have that whole thing where I feel like, again, take it if it resonates. If there's something that your intuition's been trying to tell you or the universe has been trying to tell you about a decision that you need to make regarding your career or your finances, maybe go ahead and do it. Let's see what we have. We have Judgment, card number 20, with action. What did I say? Go ahead and do a thing. Let's see what else here. That's also Libra energy. We have card number 10, I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. And card number 12, forgiveness, compassion, and kindness. Interesting. So what I'm getting here, I'm not taking the forgiveness card too literally. I feel like if there is an action that you've been thinking about taking, you're not taking it, I feel like the reason is because maybe you've done that before in the past and it didn't work out for you. Or you've done something very similar and it didn't work out, or other people tell you that it doesn't work. So it's not quite forgiveness necessarily, it's the idea of not wanting to make the same mistake twice. And obviously, like, make decisions with discernment, but if there's something that you've been playing with and it's something that you've been cautioned against, or it was a mistake in the past, but you keep thinking about it, maybe that's an indicator that you need to go ahead and do it. It's a small risk. It's a small calculated risk. That's what I'm getting. But obviously, like, think about it, pay attention, analyze, reflect on your outcomes as you make decisions. Especially if, like, this risk, this small calculated risk, gets you closer to whatever it is that you are wanting with your career and finances, then yeah, definitely, I'm sorry that I'm playing with the cards so much. Go ahead and make that risk. Your reading is also like just super cut and dry. The reading before you was also just super quick and cut and dry. So yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at your health and spirituality. So we have a card number, can't read right now, 14, Temperance. Jesus. With healing, which is literally Sagittarius energy. We have Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have 43, Wild. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Again, that theme of you wanting your freedom, wanting to be able to just do what you want at all times. And then we have card number 23, Moon Lore, Ebb and Flow. I feel like the reason you're so attached to your freedom at this time, to your ability to just do what you want without having to consult anything, is there's some healing in that at this moment for you. Maybe you used to engage in a high level of enmeshment, or used to engage in a high level of codependency in your relationships and what have you. And so, like, really just swinging in the other direction towards your freedom is what is healing to you. I see that you're still doing it. You're still healing in this way, which is good. I also just get this, like, feeling like it's also helping you to feel more in tune with nature and realize that you are a part of nature as well. Maybe spending more time with nature to help that healing go along, to help you better know yourself. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse too, I am seeing that, like, you are seeing the healing in allowing yourself to play as hard as you work, allowing yourself to relax. Maybe that's something you weren't very good at before, and now you're seeing the worth of it, or the ways in which it helps you. But yeah, that's what I see for you, Sagittarius. I still see you, like, going with your freedom, going with doing what you want to do when you want to do it. There's some healing in that, and you're still going along with that. Moving in silence. And just you're doing you right now. You're doing you in the month of July. So yeah. That was your reading. Pretty quick, honestly. Go ahead and click on over to the other signs as you see necessary. And I will see you again soon. Bye. Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at your love and relationships, your career and finances, and your health and spirituality for the month of July. And let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Okay. So for love and relationships, we have the Five of Swords. Oh man. We have, need to cover that. That's a little bit spicy. We have breath. The rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life. Card number 4. And then we have bright future. Card number 6. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. So one of the things I'm noticing is we have 4, 5, 6. So a feeling of secession in your love and relationships. I feel like your kind of July is just kind of continuing something that had started in June, basically. Right off the bat, I feel like you're not getting along with people for whatever reason. I don't know if you're being too much of a stick in the mud, Capricorn, like if you're taking things too seriously, if you're being a bit sensitive, because let's be honest, Capricorn, you are more sensitive than you would rather people knew that you were. What it is, but you are just not getting along with people right now, and you are super frustrated. And maybe even feeling a little petty. This card, though, the rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life. So yeah, like, take a breather, Capricorn. Learn to take a breath very calmly and let that anger out in your breathing and return to whoever you're not getting along with in a calmer, different state of mind. Okay, because we do have bright future here. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. Yeah, you're not getting along with people right now, but it's not going to last forever. You just need to learn to get that anger under control. Your sign isn't necessarily known for having a quick temper. Your sign is more of a seething anger. And you do hold on to things, like just in my experience, Capricorns do hold on to things. And you're just kind of learning that that's not conducive. It's not necessary. How you gonna get a damn thing done? How you gonna jump to the next mountain when you're carrying all this crap with you, huh? Stop it. Take a breath, let it go. Get along with people so you can get to the next mountain. Okay. On to the next portion of your reading. All these reads have been just really quick. Like on average, like 15 minutes. But I digest. Jesus Christ. I digress. I'm tired, I'm sorry. Okay, so for career and finances, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Kind of makes sense with the previous portion. We have a card number 21, love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. Card number 36, your path. Have courage to follow your own path. Oh, and that card's even a tiny bit spicy. Man, what's with all these spicy cards? And then passion, card number 26, burning with life's passion. I've never received either of these cards before. So yeah, if you're not, and I was kind of feeling that when I was looking at your love and relationships portion, the area where you're probably not getting along with people is in your career, and I think it's because your vision is changing. Your vision is changing, or you're just becoming more impassioned about the vision. And it's creating a really big wedge between you and other people because, like, at the end of the day, Capricorn, a lot of other people are not quite as ambitious as you are. Okay? Ambition, passion, that's you. That's your thing. And that's beautiful and wonderful, but you cannot expect every other person to be as driven as you are. Okay, and the wedge that it's creating between you and other people is then creating a wedge between you and the division. Okay? Breathe a little bit. Allow yourself to, maybe you're being too critical of other people, like maybe you're seeing more of like what they could improve upon versus what they already do well. You need to look at both. You need to focus on both, and that includes yourself. You need to focus on what other people do well, and you need to focus on what you do well. Okay? Teamwork makes the dream work. We don't just say it to, hear ourselves talk. It's true. Okay? I'm feeling inclined to kind of look at the book here. Yeah. Okay, this kind of stuck out to me with this one. First of all, this goddess is called Ellen of the Ways, and I've never heard of her, so you might want to look into that. She kind of reminds me of, like, if you've ever seen, I can't think of it now. It's a Studio Ghibli movie. It's literally one of the ones that everyone knows and everyone loves it, and I cannot think of it at the moment. She reminds me of that. If you know, you know. Oh my God, I cannot believe I can't think of it. I'm sure it'll come to me later. So this stuck out to me. Ellen is the way, and she has no clock. Things don't happen on your lovely Rolex, Capricorn. They happen on divine timing. If things are going slowly, then that means that there's something you need to pay more attention to. I feel like this is largely just intertwined. Largely intertwined. Okay? Breathe. Don't get mad. Look at what people are doing well. Look at what you're doing well. Let's look at your health and spirituality. Because hopefully you're not 2 seconds from having an aneurysm. Hopefully. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords with education. Okay. We're learning. Very good. I love that for you. Integrate. Now is the time to integrate all I have gathered. Card number 19. Yes. My God, does that mean you're listening to me? You're listening to little old me, Capricorn? And then we have opportunity 25. Expand your horizons. Yes. Maybe dive into spirituality a little bit. Maybe go to therapy. Maybe meditate when you're 15 minutes early to the meeting. Just yes, you're learning more about spirituality. You're learning more about how to better take care of yourself in a non-physical sense. And it's going to serve you in so many freaking ways. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see how much more calm and relaxed you are at the end of the month, Capricorn. Literally just spending more time in nature. Go take nature walks on your lunches. I'm serious. Just go do it. Just, you know, take a set of clothes that you don't mind getting a little bit dusty, and on your lunch, go take a walk. Breathe some fresh air. You're an earth sign. You need to be around dirt and earth and mountains and water and fresh air and trees and leaves. And if you're not doing that for yourself, you are so neglecting yourself. And that's why you're so agitated. I'm sitting here assuming you're just agitated. You could just be sitting there like, bitch, shut up, I'm not agitated. But that right there would be an agitated response. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is all I have for you, Capricorn. Yeah, I just see a lot of like you learning to just be more in tune with self, learning to breathe, take a nature walk. The end of July is not going to feel as bad as the beginning of July, I promise you, but you need to start taking care of yourself spiritually and emotionally. Okay? That is all I have for you, Capricorn. Go ahead and click on over to the other readings as you see necessary. And I will see you again soon. Bye. Hi, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading. So we're at 7%, so we're just going to speed through you and Pisces, and we're going to get this done. So we're going to do love and relationships, career and finances, and health and spirituality, and let's go. All right, Aquarius, we have a 9 of Cups for your love and relationships. We love that. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. We have card number 44. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. Yes. And we have card number 11, dreaming. Be aware of your dreams. So one of the things I'm noticing is how we have double numbers here. We have 44 and we have 11. So like doubled numbers might be very important to you at this time. Just adjust that angle a little bit. But yeah, so I see you getting a wish fulfillment regarding I feel like it's not a person coming towards you necessarily. I feel like if you've been working on your self-love, if you've been on a self-love journey, like you're finally getting your wish of actually like viewing yourself of worthy of love. Okay. Your dreams might have more messages for you, like to help you see yourself as you really are, not through the tilted lens. That's a weird way of saying it. Not through the tilted lens that you see yourself through, but like as you really are. Okay. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse, I am seeing you like you are gaining a confidence. Like I do see that, but it's a more humble confidence. It's not like if you used to engage in like a more egotistical type of confidence to cover up how you really felt about yourself, you're not going to return to that way of behaving. This is real confidence. This is humble confidence. It's quiet confidence. And yeah, this is really great. This is a really great place to be, because then it doesn't matter how long it takes your person to get to you. You're fine. You're good either way. So for career and finances, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. We have 3 of Wands. We have card number 3, boundaries. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. And we have trust, card number 35. All is as it should be. So you're going good places with your career at this time. You are learning how to interact with people in a healthy way at your job, especially with boundaries and communication. Maybe you used to just like let employers treat you poorly just because you thought you needed to. Maybe you would have toxic interactions with coworkers. That's no longer the case. And with the Nine of Swords coming out in reverse, I kind of just feel like this is feeding into that. All of your self-love work that you've been doing or you will be doing in July is feeding into this. Healing ourselves spiritually does a lot to heal other aspects of our lives. So yeah, I just see you like communicating boundaries with people and not having not having a negative outcome just because you're saying like, I will accept this, I will not accept that. That's not the case for you, and you know it's not going to be the case. You know that you shouldn't be punished for asking for what you want and what you deserve in your career. Also, just the fact that we have 3 and 3 here, like this is particularly important, I feel like, in your career. Learning to speak for what you want, learning to ask for the raise that you deserve, learning to express, again, boundaries, learning to say, I'm not willing to do that, I'm not willing to stay longer, what have you. Let's see. Second by Miki Ritsula might resonate with you, by the way. Yours is probably going to be the quickest reading, I'm not even going to lie. So for health and spirituality, we do have the Fool in the reverse. That's card number 0. And that is Aquarius energy, your energy. We have card number 33, again, the 3 being very important here. I meet resistance with kindness. Okay. And then we have card number 5, bravery. Explore your inner wild places. Again, like, and this has been a common message in a lot of the readings, like just getting to know yourself better, self-acceptance, feeling resistance within yourself and saying, okay, that's fine. I accept it. I accept it for what it is. I feel like you were expecting your change to be super dramatic, and it isn't. You're not quite to the point where you feel ready to take leaps of faith. You're not there yet. And that's fine. You don't have to be there yet. Healing is a journey, and it's not linear. And maybe the resistance like does have to do with your ability to trust spirit. You don't quite trust spirit. You don't quite trust the universe. And that's okay too. That takes time. It takes time to feel like you can trust the universe to like lead you where you need to go, lead you where you want to go. You may have had a very rough life up to this point. But yeah, I just see July being a place where you're doing a lot of healing around your self-worth, around your boundaries, about what it is you do and do not deserve. And that's a really great place to be, Aquarius. We don't constantly have to be in movement. Sometimes stillness is the answer. So yeah, that is what I see for you in the month of July, Aquarius. Thank you for coming to your reading. Go ahead and click on over to the other readings as you see necessary. And I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading. So we have a very low battery and we don't have great lighting, so we're going to go ahead and run through this between my own procrastination and my regular 9 to 5. I did not give myself a lot of time to actually deal with little upsets like using up my battery too fast, so we're going to go ahead and go through it real fast. So for you, we have love and relationships, career and finances, and health and spirituality. Go ahead and click on over to the other reads after this. It'll give you more information, and let's go ahead and get started for the month of July. Okay, so we have Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is love and relationships. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Six of Swords also in the reverse. We have number 42. I am the weaver of my reality. And we have card number 23, Moon Lore. This card has come up a lot, I feel like, in the readings. So for love and relationships for you, Pisces, I feel like there is nothing going on in your love life, and that's kind of hard on you right now. I feel like you're in a very dependent energy at this time. You might be healing codependence. And I feel like I just heard celibacy. You could be being celibate at this time. I also feel like you have found that you don't believe in love at this time, which I just can't imagine a Pisces not believing in love. But you don't believe in love at this time, and you realize that that's a problem. That's literally getting in your way. Go ahead and take this month to like work with the moon and moon cycles to restore that belief, to fix that belief, and continue fixing your codependency while you're going about it, because codependency is really about not feeling worthy. So if we can heal our ability to feel worthy of love, and we can heal our ability to believe in love again, that will usually lead us where we need to be, right? So that's what I see for love and relationships at this time. For career and finances, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, well, there's independence there. We have the Ace of Cups. We have, my gosh, this spicy card. We have with focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction, card number 25. And we have card number 28, rhythm, tune into the natural rhythm of life. Okay, so where you're having no movement in your love life, you are having a lot of movement in your career. You're feeling very happy in your career. You're feeling like you definitely know what you're doing. You could be getting promoted, or just taking your job and your career further. You could be getting a raise. That's another thing. And you're just enjoying your finances. You're enjoying your ability to provide for yourself and feel independent in that way. Use that to feel your self-worth in other places. Use that to feel like literally you're capable of filling your own cup financially. And from that place, you can learn how to fill your own cup emotionally. There is a lot of worthiness in knowing you can provide for yourself. I also feel like just following the fire where it is you feel impassioned in your career and letting that lead you. Here too, okay, so this card sometimes makes me think of in the Never Ending Story, the part of the story where Atreyu comes to the two Sphinx, and like if you have any self-doubt, they'll kill you, basically. You're learning to deal with self-doubt in your career, I feel like, and that's where you're gaining a lot of strength, knowing that you are capable financially, that you are capable of grounding dreams to reality and making things happen, which is not something that that it's stereotypical to think that Pisces are like super dreamy and we can't make things happen. We can totally make shit happen. So, and you're realizing that about yourself, and we love that. So for health and spirituality, we have the moon in reverse. This is literally Pisces energy. We have the 10 of Cups, completion. Well, that's good. We have number 35, my home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. And we have abundance, card number 1, count your blessings. Yeah, this kind of goes with that. I see you coming to the end of a healing journey, to where you trust your intuition more, you trust your inner guidance more, and you're learning more and more to be okay. Especially 10 of Cups is a happy home. My home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, protection, abundance. You're learning to provide for yourself. You are learning to create your own happy home, and that you don't need anyone else to do that for you. You don't need anyone else in the home for you to be happy in the home. You can do that yourself. I would also take a look at your fourth house and what's going on there, because I feel like looking at the planets and signs in your fourth house, you'll figure out where you can bring even more love and happiness into your home. All right, Pisces, I'm sorry that this was such a quick read, but I'm trying to get this done before my battery dies. And go ahead and click on over to the other reads as you see necessary, and I will see you again soon. Have a happy July and make such a beautiful home. All right, guys. Bye.